Today marks 1 week since Dr. Cletus Iwagu disappeared from his Holland home. There have been several searches, but at this point, after a week, there's been no confirmed sightings of the doctor since he was last seen at his home early last Tuesday. Well, lead investigator Brian Duggar has been following the search over the past few weeks, this past week, and joins us now with an update. Is there any news at all in the last day or so? I know they've really been trying to get out and search the area of Stone Oak where he lives.
Yeah, so the only news is that they are searching the woods. So he has a lake right behind his home.
Gosh, yeah, think about that. There's lakes, there's forestry everywhere around the Stone Oak area. So there's a lot of places to, if he's still alive, he'd be hard to track down.
Yeah, and the thing about that area, as you know, I mean, there's a lot of ponds. There's a big lake out there. There's several ponds that are in these subdivisions. You know, there's some wooded areas. There's some high, kind of almost like little cliff areas that go into water. So, I mean, there are a lot of places where he could, where he could just accidentally go into these. Yeah.
Even if, and he left at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I mean, if you're out there just taking a walk, if you just want to get away and talk to yourself and think, there's a lot of places to get in trouble in the middle of the night.
There is, and I think the thing that's most concerning maybe for investigators is that he is seen at 2:14 a.m. on a porch that's attached to his house.
Yeah.
However, there's a lot of houses in that neighborhood have home security cameras,
sure,
and none of them picked him up after that initial thing, which came from his own home camera. So he wasn't seen like walking around the house, down the street, out of the development. So as far as we know, he has not left that development.
All right, there have been a lot of people online talk, a lot of chatter. What do we know about that? And bring us an update of where we are.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of rumors, and the interesting thing about this story, we shared it to our sister station down in Atlanta, and they shared it. It's had 20,000 reactions from people. So the sheriff's department has been getting tips from all across the country, including from Florida. They've had clairvoyants reaching out from Florida, saying where they are, but there's been a lot of rumors that, hey, we saw him walking down Central Avenue. We saw him on Secor Road. Hey, we passed him while I was walking my puppy. But the reality is none of these have panned out. There's no evidence that there has been a legitimate sighting of him after that 2:14 appearance.
We have about 25 seconds left or so. There's no reason to expect he's dead at this point, but no reason to know that he's alive. At this point, we just don't know till we find something.
Yeah, an investigator told me, he said, look, our hope is that he walks out of the woods.
Sure.
Maybe he was disoriented. He's 71 years old. Things happen at that age.
Hey, be nice.
But, it's not unheard of to have someone have a stroke and whatever. So our hope is still that he walks out of the woods or that he shows up on someone's doorstep and, this has a happy, conclusion.
Well, let's just think about his family at this time around the holidays and
Absolutely.
just tread lightly in the whole story as you have. Brian,
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for coming in right now.